Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
This is Oscar Bevis for IFL TV. Izzy, my man, good to see you. In your home of Sheffield, and there's just a different buzz when it's fight week.
You know, I love seeing you in the Steel City, Oscar. You like it, you don't you? You know it's all real. We bring the dramas here. Yeah, good to see you in the Steel City. The mobiles are going as well. City's packed. Should be booming. Take care. Should be great.
I feel like this is kind of becoming my second home.
Yeah.
I think maybe wherever GBM was, just my second home. Look, I won't keep you for too long, but this card, there's some boxing cards going on this weekend. I know Matchroom have got a show at the O2. Frank Warren has got a show at the Copper Box. And if you look at this card from top to bottom, I think this is a card that competes with those top shows this weekend.
Oh, without a shadow of doubt. And I don't normally just dash that out. I understand the levels we're at. I understand the levels we've been at. So I don't like to make something is not, but this is as good as card anyway in the weekend. 2 title fights on, genuine 50-50, could go either way. Do you see the tension in that press conference? I felt it. I was sat between him and I was like, wow.
He's hungry. Gino Cantas is hungry.
Oh, Gino Cantas, Ellie Conkey, Kevin Tranner, they all want it. Norek, Stevie's opponent, they all want it. They're really hungry for it. It's nice. It's that bit of tension. And listen, this is our real big show in my eyes. Yeah, we've had some great shows. We put some good fights on, good entertainment, good production. But for real boxing quality, for your boxing purists who want to see good fights and fights that literally could go anyway, skillful fights. Two Olympians, Ellie Conkey versus Samba versus Ellie Conkey, both Olympians. You know that shows you don't box in the Olympics and not have a certain level of boxing. So the levels are there. It's a real show, real good show that I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, I feel like this is the first, I'm going to say the first level up. Like you said, there's been some wicked shows. Reece Mould and Hamid Gaz for me was one of the shows of last year, but this is like a real proper level up. And I tell you what, there's an announcement that's shaking things up a little bit. The voice of boxing in this country, Mr. Adam Smith, will be there on Friday night.
He's back, Adam Smith. How crazy is this? I grew up listening to Adam Smith as a boxing fan for years and years. And how long has he been a commentator? 30 years? I grew up listening to him. And then to make the comeback on our show when I'm promoting in my home city, it's what dreams are made of. What a story that is. Adam Smith will be coming back on a GBM show. It's going to be fucking crazy, mate. And listen, let's not take away Spencer Oliver, great pundit. Got Ali Drew, what a team, the dream team, isn't it? A real quality kind of outfit we got there. And it kind of warrants it. And I'm glad Adam's made it come back on a fight of just kind of this standard where he's going to enjoy it. He's going to enjoy the fight. He's going to enjoy the rivalries, the tension with the fights. And yeah, he's back. The voice of boxing, Adam Smith, on a GBM sports show this Friday. Crazy.
Well, I said to you, it is a very GBM move, and I just will say that I think boxing has missed Adam Smith, so it will be good to hear him back on commentary. I know you said you wanted to be busy this year when we spoke at the start of the year, and you've announced a Coventry show as well for March. Are we looking at kind of, I know obviously it doesn't always go to plan, kind of like a once a month sort of schedule for GBM?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you now, we're going to go February, obviously, Friday, Sheffield. March, we're in Coventry. April, we're going, hopefully, London. May, Leeds.
I've been waiting for this.
Yeah,
London.
We're coming to down south, and we're coming to your neck of woods, the Big Apple, we're coming. Listen, I said this in an interview, and I don't know people thinking, is he just giving it a large one? I said we're going to really roll the dice out. And Adam Smith making a comeback on our kind of show is just a kind of a touch of what we want to go. We want to make difference. We want to make moves. We want to make things happen. We want to do things different. And whether it's like getting top commentators in, top fights in, top titles in, that's the kind of stuff we want to do. And this is a big year for us. We're really going to roll the dice. Obviously, when it's live on a big broadcast like Talk Sport, we're really pushing our show. We're really happy with it as well. Listen, this is our year. This is what year we're going to really make some serious noise, push it on. And listen, let's entertain, man. That's what I say. We're in the entertainment business. We're going to entertain. We're going to put fights on, titles on. You're going to tears, dramas, everything, blood, everything. What you name, we're going to bring it. And that's what this year's about. And I'm not really, listen, it's not the selling point because I'm quite real, when I put shows on and we're not going to, I've said, look, it's a decent show, but this is a bit special for us. It's a step up for us. Is it where we want to be? Totally no. For now, it's a step up, but you're going to see more steps up and more steps up. Who knows? Maybe GBM Sports might be putting a world title on this year. This could be the year where we put our first world title on.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't doubt it, the way things have gone the last 2 years. Obviously, for the line of work you're in and your job, there isn't just the shows you put on. Obviously, your fighters will look for opportunities elsewhere. For example, Reece Mould taking the fight with Gary Cully. I know you mentioned earlier Liam Cameron and potentially a Yorkshire derby with Callum Simpson. So there'll be a lot this year as well of your fighters that you've helped build and helped mould, move into other shows and looking for big opportunities as well.
Yeah, see what it's easy with somebody like me, a promoter like me. I work with anybody. I don't like kind of hold back whether it's working with Eddie Earns or Frank Warren or Ben Shalom or Steve Goodwin or Steve Wood. Any promoter, if the deal's right and it makes sense for the fighter, I've got an obligation to make sure the fighter gets paid. It's not about ego, our egos. Listen, the fighters put a land. Yes, it's a business. Yeah, I always say we want to earn a few quid, earn some money, which is brilliant. We want to earn, but come on, you've got to make the fights happen. You've got to make sure you're looking after your fighter. So these things will always happen. If a promoter approaches us and puts us on a certain platform, I don't have an issue with anybody. There's nothing ever personal with me. It's just business and numbers, and my fighters are my main interest. I'm going to make sure the fighters get a fight, and if it's a cross-channel, if it's a promoter that's my rival, so be it. Let's make it happen. I think it's ruined boxing a little bit in the past where promoters haven't worked. And I understand the kind of conflict you can have with platforms and TV channels, but listen, I'm hoping I'm a new breed of freaking promoters where we say, listen, let's work, let's take it on, let's make this happen. And that's what I'm hoping for. And, you know, I hope I can stick to that and keep pushing it. So you will probably see GBM fighters fighting on other platforms. So be it. And if somebody comes with a better offer, listen, let's work. We're in this game. You know, I don't know how long we're around for. Nobody knows how long we're around for. So while we're here, we're going to have a lot of fun, make some noise, make some moves, and listen, go, give it a real go.
Yeah, love it. Just before I let you go, I've got to ask you about the biggest bit of news over the last couple of weeks in boxing. Tyson Fury's cut, putting him out of the undisputed fight next week. Obviously disappointing as a boxing fan. Now we've got the rescheduled date. But I don't know, next Saturday when we was all going to sit there ready to watch the undisputed fight, now we'll just kind of be twiddling our thumbs.
You know what made it worse? I booked my flights about 2 o'clock.
Have you rebooked with a little fee just to make sure that if it happens again?
It's not a little fee, it's a small print. One of the girls at the office, she booked our flights 2 o'clock, and I got a message saying about 2:30 saying he's off. I'm like, no, but listen, we'll go again. Cuts happen, it's boxing, it's not the first time. It's happening many, many times before. I think it was a genuine cut. Some people have rumours have come out, conspiracy. But you know, in this boxing game, everybody's got an opinion. Anything that happens, people have their opinion. And I think you've got to respect people's opinion, just crack on with it. But I personally think it's a genuine cut. Why would he not want to take that fight? The fight will happen again. Before you ask me, I'm going to tell you, I think Tyson Fury is too big for him. You'll see the real Tyson Fury. He's not going to come untrained or unprepared like he did with Ngannou, in my opinion. I think he'll come, and I think he'll be too big for him. Just simply too big of a man for him. And it'll end up probably stopping him or at least getting a points win. But listen, it'll happen. Disappointing as a fan to go out of it. It'll happen again, and with the money they're pushing out there, why would it not happen?
Yeah. I mean, there's been a couple of people saying that they would be happy to see Tyson retire. I know that might have been the case after Ngannou, but considering we had the fight signed and it was a week away from being, seeing them two in the ring, seeing Tyson retire now would be a real shock. I know he said he isn't going to, but I think calls for him to retire, but perhaps.
I do not see Tyson Fury retiring until he fights that big fight with AJ. I think that could be the final one, but I reckon we've never been in a stronger position ever before with Frank and Eddie working together, Saudi backing with the money, on the same kind of similar platform, cross channels. We will see Tyson Fury versus AJ this year. For fuck's sake, we've got to see it this year, honestly.
We've been close before, but I know what you mean. This is as close.
I've got that kind of intuition and feeling it's going to happen. And let it happen. What a great fight. And look, AJ winning the way in fashion he did, and he's coming back, which I believe will stop Ngannou as well, AJ will. I think it's going to make a massive, massive fight. And it's got to happen this year. Come on, give it. Everybody's going to happen. I believe it will happen. I believe it'll happen in the Middle East. I reckon there'll be a cross-channel showing it. So every platform is showing. It'll be absolutely insane money. So fair play to them. Listen, fighters earn it. Credit to them. Go out there, earn what you've got to do, what your value is. Go and get it. That's my view. And yeah, I think it's going to be a good year for boxing this year.
Mate, I bloody hope so. Just one more thing. How much money will be leaving your pocket in knockout bonus this weekend?
Listen,
Fighters are going to come out. Stevie said to me, she was like, we got a game plan, but I can't help but think I've got to swing.
Listen, I said it about 6 weeks ago. I said, look, there'll be a fight a bonus for every knockout. And I'm thinking, shit, I've actually said that. Once you say it, you've got to stick to it. So there'll be a bonus for every knockout of the night. And that's just to kind of incentivise them to go out there and put a performance on. Go out there. I know the UFC did it quite a bit, didn't they? Dana White did it. And I just think it's a nice little touch. And listen, when I was fighting, if somebody offered you that, you'd be wanting to go a bit. And listen, it's good viewership, innit? Good entertainment. So yeah, there'll be a little cash bonus for every knockout this Friday on GBM Fight Night. Live, and it's live on TalkSport in case You don't wondering whether it is live on TalkSport YouTube this Friday, 7 o'clock streaming, watching. Tune in to see a proper night of entertainment, proper night of boxing, and hopefully get some knockouts, lose some money.
Knockouts, commentated by Adam Smith, doesn't sound too bad. Izzy, thanks for giving me some of your time, and look forward to this weekend show.
Thank you, mate. All the best.
Wall Street Memes Casino
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.